This next series of stretches focuses on the hamstring. The hamstring is a group of muscles that attaches on that bone you sit on, commonly called the ischial tuberosity, and then run down the back part of our thigh bone or femur and attach onto the other side of our knee joint. So I have several stretches. We have a lying down option and seating option with some modifications in there to best serve you. As you explore these different stretches, think of where you could utilize them in the office space versus maybe the laying down one is at home or at the gym. So as you explore, make sure you always come back to your breath and enjoy. Let's go ahead and cover how we can do a supine or laying down hamstring stretch. There are a couple of different ways you can go about this. I'm going to go ahead and use a strap to demonstrate. This is a yoga strap. A belt would work. I've had some people use resistance or TheraBands, but I like this because it allows me to kind of pull on my leg without doing a lot of stretch. So we're gonna go ahead, lay down on our backs, and then you just put your foot through the loop. You can tighten that around your foot, allow your opposite leg to go flat, and then start down low with your knee straight, gradually and gently pull on the strap until you start to feel a stretch in the back of your hamstring or the back of your leg. I'm very inflexible and I definitely need to work on this. So this is about the distance that I get. Now I just sit here and wait and breathe. A lot of times people will bend their knee in this position and then try to pull it up, but you can see I still have that bend in the knee and I'm not getting as good of a stretch through this entire muscle because my knee isn't straight. So always start out low, then gradually walk your hands towards the strap until you feel a gentle pull on the back of your thigh. Another way that you can do this lying down that I'm not going to necessarily show here is you can lie on the ground and put your heel or foot on a door frame and then kind of scoot yourself, allowing that leg to work up the door frame. I prefer the strap because I feel like I have a little bit more control and I can really rest into it, but that's also an alternative option. This version of the hamstring stretch is a great option for when you're in the office. If you're driving in your car, not the driver, but the passenger. This stretch really allows you to get some opening through that back part of the leg. So what you're gonna do is once you're in a seated position, you're gonna scoot to the edge of your chair so that your leg can straighten. Oftentimes, people do not scoot forward enough, and so we get into this position. We really want that knee joint to be completely straight. So I'm gonna move forward a bit here, straightening out my leg. Now my knee joint is straight, okay? I like to have my other leg so that the ankle is underneath my knee. I sit up nice and tall here, and then maintaining my heart shining forward, I go ahead and bend forward until I feel a gentle pull through the back part of my leg. Once I get to that gentle pull area, I take my hands and I place them on the non-stretching leg to help support my upper body. We want to avoid collapsing through the front part of our body or not getting our hips tilted forward. That hip coming and flexing forward is what pulls our hamstrings and lengthens out that muscle. So again, I sit up nice and tall. Your ankle can either be flexed or relaxed. I prefer to have it flexed. I think that engages more of the muscles and it makes my knee feel a bit more supported, but certainly try both options for yourself. Sit up nice and tall, keeping that heart shining forward. Go ahead and bend forward at the hips. I am unfortunately not very flexible, So oftentimes people will have a much greater bend than me. Again, then I place my hands on the opposite leg, relax through my shoulders, breathe, and wait here during the stretch. To show you what that looks like on the other leg so you can see the non-stretching leg, I'm gonna go ahead and switch. So I'm gonna put this right leg out in front of me, allowing that knee to be nice and straight. Left ankle is underneath or in line with my knee. I'm gonna go ahead, place my hands onto the non-stretching leg, sit up nice and tall, and then bend forward, maintaining that straight back, okay? So even, we'll say for argument's sake, I am a very flexible person. I'm gonna go ahead and just bend my knee slightly here. You can see I wanna keep that upright posture as I bend forward. I always like my gaze to kind of follow so that I'm not craning with my neck or looking down like this. So again, for argument's sake, we'll say I'm very flexible. I would sit up nice and tall, bend forward, keeping that heart shining, not collapsing, and then bringing my gaze down. And then I would hold this stretch here, moving forward as it starts to dissipate.